What's up, T.O.Gs? We're out here today in the garage shooting next to the Sportster, and if you're on social media, which you probably are because you're watching this video, then you know why we're out in the garage shooting next to the Sportster. That's right, the 2021 Sportster S was revealed today. Now we should have already know, right? The Evolution to Revolution marketing campaign. Evolution engine, right here. Revolution Max 1250, yeah. They made it obvious, and it's not like the bike was a secret. We've seen pictures of the concept bike for years now, and now we know that it's a Sportster. How do I feel about that? How do we feel about that? Make sure that you leave your feelings in the comments below. Let me know what you think. What are your impressions? What are your thoughts? What do you think about the revolution or the evolution of Harley-Davidson and where we go from here? Leave those in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up over there, which is the like button. So without any further ado, let me just jump right in and give you the perspective of the Sportster S from a Sportster owner. So right off the bat, my first impressions when I saw the bike was, I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the classic feel, but also the integration of technology. I think that this bike is important for so many reasons, and I'll get to that. But just first impressions was, I like the motorcycle. You know, it's gonna be like a lot of Harley-Davidson models, or most Harley-Davidson models, where you're gonna be able to customize the crap out of this thing. And I also like the fact that this is a progression that we're seeing with Harley-Davidson, where we're starting to see more integrated technology, a dash that's not just analog. I like, and I know that it's a Sportster, so the dash isn't on the gas tank, but I would like to see every motorcycle in the Harley lineup to go to a dash that's not on the tank. Because if you're wearing a full-face helmet, that dash on the tank is useless. So it's not that there's not a lot that I like about this bike, because there is a lot that I like. But it was pretty quick for me to start breaking things down. You know, the analytical part of my brain and the skeptical part of my brain started to really look deeper. So let me just share with you, not necessarily where my doubts began to creep in, but where some of the things that I think maybe aren't so well thought out or could be improved right off the bat. So first of all, the thing that everyone noticed, I'm sure, right, is the exhaust that goes right underneath the seat. Now, they talked about in the engineering of this bike that they went really close to what they thought as a concept is what you get as a production motorcycle, which, I mean, is great in theory, but I don't know of any motorcycle that has an exhaust that goes right underneath the seat that's not gonna toast your buns, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that right cheek of yours that's underneath that exhaust, I know they talk specifically about it on the Harley-Davidson website, about how the heat shield is gonna deflect heat away from the rider. It's gonna deflect some heat, right? Maybe they're right about that, but it's gonna get hot, and if you're gonna ride this thing in any traffic at all, yeah, you're gonna be scooting forward or finding ways to get away from that exhaust. So it was pretty quickly into the reveal video where Harley started really getting heavy on the nostalgia, bringing in celebrities and talking heads to talk about how special Harley-Davidson, the brand is, and the Sportster's history, flat track racing, all these things that, to me, I think are to try to capture the attention of your classic, your diehard Harley fans. You know, talking about the history, how rich it is in the United States of Harley-Davidson brand. But to me, they lost me a little bit on that, because as much as I appreciate the history of Harley-Davidson in the United States, for me, this was a reveal video for a motorcycle, and the history of the Sportster to me just wasn't as important as finding out more about the motorcycle. So that was a little bit of a distraction to me, a little bit of a turn-off, if that's what you want to call it. It had me squirrel. It had me distracted. What I would have liked to have seen was a much shorter video focusing more on the bike, more on the technology of the bike, more about the Revolution Max platform. They really like to use the buzzwords in Harley-Davidson videos about their motorcycles and everything that's related to them. But you know, buzzwords only take it so far, and the analytical part of me and the person who really wants to nerd out on the specs on a bike, I would rather see a shorter video that gives me more information. You know, show me Jason Momoa, have him tell me about the specs on the bike. But as for the video that they released, for me it left a lot to be desired. So I'm gonna talk about a different motorcycle here for a second. So if you wanna stop paying attention, try to stay focused because it's gonna come all back around. So I test rode the Indian Chief Dark Horse a few weeks ago. And to me that bike was maybe not perfect, but a really excellent blend of technology, of styling, and blending the two together so that on the surface you feel like you're getting a really raw, you know, that real naked, aggressive look to cruisers that people who ride cruisers love about them. But also, you know, hidden beneath that look and that style was some really great technology. We're talking about lean sensitive ABS, traction control, 3 different ride modes, digital dash, which the Sportster S does have, and I am excited about. But this is where it comes full circle for me, because with this new digital dash, it's the 4-inch round, it's a TFT display, I believe, on the Sportster S. Very similar to what you'll see in the Ride Command on an Indian. It feels more like catch-up more than it feels like innovation. Instead of being a revolution, it seems more reactionary to me. But for Harley, adding this digital dash to the motorcycle at least shows me that they're trying. And I would love to see this digital dash on every single model, which leads me to my next item, which is price point. For the Sportster S, I think the $15,000 price tag is warranted. But I've seen higher price tags on bikes that don't offer what the Sportster S is offering. We're not just talking about technology, we're talking about a brand new engine, brand new platform. And to me, when you factor all of these different things in, it feels like there's a justification to the price tag. So I could talk about this bike forever. Obviously, my opinion towards the Sportster S is going to be a little bit biased because I do ride a Sportster, and I do love Sportsters. My first cruiser was a Sportster. And if you're not familiar with the channel, that first Sportster was actually the same model. But the Sportster S does have me excited for Harley-Davidson and the future of Harley-Davidson. It shows me that Jochen Zeitz and all those people at the top of Harley-Davidson are taking into consideration where the market is going. For me personally, I would like to see less of this slowly lifting the curtain on new models and things that are up and coming. I would love to see them revamp or reconsider releasing the Bronx with the I think it's the 950 Revolution Max. But I'm just altogether excited and curious as to where this takes us in Harley-Davidson's future. Now, if you agree or disagree with my take, make sure you leave your take in the comments below. Again, if you like the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up, which is the like button, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you are out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric, I'm that one guy, and I am out.